TokyoTreat is back. This time we have the January box, which I have received today, December 14th. Unfortunately, they stopped using DHL again, and now they're back to their old service, but it was a little faster this month, so I won't say anything yet. We'll see how it is next month, but yeah, I got it today, December 14th, which is not too bad. And this is the new formula. They changed things up. There's supposed to be some kind of like ramen in here and some other things besides just candy and chips, basically. So let's see what the new formula brings. The box is a little thicker, but a little smaller. So let's see what it looks like on the inside. All right, here's the inside of our new box. New camera angle, new position, new year, new everything. This book is new. This is a lot thicker and a lot bigger. Here's a little explanation. 2022 goal clearly set. Thanks to the support of our wonderful TokyoTreat fam. We've rebuilt your box from the ground up. Let's give you a little look at everything. Oh, you get a little bit to meet the people. We rebuilt your box. Here's what's new. They got instant ramen every month, the Japanese desserts, purin and jelly, breads and cakes, full allergy info, and more booklets, which is actually pretty cool. Here's a little bit about KitKats. But let's see what's in the box. So here's a nice overview of what's in the box. KitKat Cafe Lait. Only try this rare flavor in TokyoTreat's box. So I guess they got an exclusive deal with KitKat for this month. We got some Edamame crackers. Pocky winter chocolate, not that exciting. You can get that basically anywhere. DIY sauce Senbei. That's interesting. So you get to put your own sauce on the Senbei. Arare, with a major focus on Japanese flavors like soy sauce and mirin. These mini sea bream shaped snacks. Probably not for me. Taiyaki. Fluffy custard taiyaki set. This is a cool booklet. Now, I like that you can go over this now. KiraKira jewelry jelly. Spot the sour cider gum. Interesting. Nostalgic Ramune candy. And here's the drink this month, which is an energy drink. Mega Pachi energy drink. Start 2022 with plenty of power. Okay, interesting. Mr. Tanuki's spicy Tonkatsu flavor cup ramen. So this will be one of the things we got to try to see what's new in this TokyoTreat box. We got ramens now. We got instructions. And is this just information? This is just more information, not another item. Umaibo Tonkatsu. Okay, you're making a new box, but you're also sticking with a lot of the things we've had many times, like Umaibo. Cabbage Taro. Again, that one's been in the box many times, so it's kind of a disappointment. You're relaunching the box. The Choco sticks. These things have been in here before many times. Caramel Taro, that's new. So these three are repeats, basically. Here's just some more information. I do appreciate that there's more, like, cultural stuff. So that's cool. And then you just get the old photo contest stuff, which doesn't really matter. So that's the book, and they go over everything in more detail, which is really cool, but there's a lot of repeats in there, so that's a little bit disappointing. Let me take everything out and show you what it looks like. So it's kind of like a relaunch because they got the ramen and they've got this, which looks pretty interesting. This is the taiyaki, and it's soft, it's cakey, which is cool. But otherwise, there is a lot of repeats in here, so I gotta say that's a bit of a disappointment. But I'm gonna try a few things and see if anything is stand out. Okay, new day, new camera angle, new set dressing, beautiful, lovely pictures. New snack. Hopefully this is not too dark, but we're going to start with these Fuwatto Edamame crackers, which TokyoTreat says are made with rice from Niigata. Thought to be the best rice in Japan, these light and crunchy rice crackers have an addictively salty flavor, so you won't stop munching. Now I want to point out another thing I didn't point out in the intro. They actually have allergy information and vegetarian information for people who are interested in those kind of things, and what kind of tree nuts and stuff it might have in it. That's a cool addition. So here's the bag itself. It's the biggest bag in the box. That's why I picked it. Also, a little difficult. Okay, now it's a very hard bag to open, but I got it. Here's a look at what they look like. I just realized it opens back from the bottom. That's probably why it was so difficult. But I want to say that their description of these is a kind of light snack that's salty. It's pretty good. Yes, light and crunchy rice crackers. Addictively salty flavor. 100% agree. These are excellent. I'm going to eat this entire bag. They are very light, but they're salty. They're kind of like, they're almost like Munchos if you live in the US or wherever you can get those. They're a very light kind of potato chip, but these are rice cracker chips, but they taste very similar to Munchos. Light, airy, salty. Really the salt is what you want. It's just kind of like a light, salty crisp, which is delicious. So thumbs up on that one. Next up, we'll try the KitKat, which is apparently an exclusive to TokyoTreat only, so we'll see how that works out. Okay, reading into this copy a little bit more, what it actually says is only available outside of Japan, officially through TokyoTreat. So what that means is almost nothing, because I'm sure there's many unofficial sellers you can probably get this, and of course it's available in Japan. So, I mean, they had an official partnership with KitKat, but they always have, as far as I know. So yes, you can get this in Japan anytime. It's not like it's exclusive to this box. It's just officially exclusive to it outside of Japan. So the other boxes aren't going to get it, basically. Just TokyoTreat. Now let's try it out. It's supposed to be a coffee flavor, which could be good or bad, depending on what your opinion of coffee is. Wow. Wow, wow. I'll give KitKat one thing. I've said it many times. When they say that their flavor is a specific flavor, they mean it. They don't miss. I was expecting kind of a light flavor when I bit into this, but as soon as I bit into it, it was like I was drinking like a Frappuccino. It tastes like a blended coffee drink, and it is extremely strong coffee flavor. I'm kind of curious if this has caffeine in it, because it tastes so much like coffee. Like I feel like it's got to be like natural. I feel like it's got to be coffee, like not just like they imitated the flavor. It's very, very, very strong coffee flavor, which is great if you like coffee. If you like sweet coffee, I should say specifically, very sugary. So if you're one of those people who likes to go and get like a sweet coffee drink, which is about a lot of people. If you like iced coffee, sugary iced coffee, or frappuccinos or whatever, this tastes like that, and it's excellent. Okay, unfortunately, since I can't read Japanese, I don't see anything on the package that screams caffeine to me, a non-native speaker, so I'd have no idea. So let's move on to our next item that I wanted to really try, which is the fluffy custard taiyaki. I'm a taiyaki kind of guy. Don't get it too often. I'm glad that they're switching to including things like this, but let's see if this one specifically is good. Fluffy custard. Just rip it open. Perfectly sea breamy. Alright, here's a look at the inside if you can catch the light. There's the custard. Very buttery, but not too buttery. I like this. I really want to say I love it, but I can't quite get there because it is a little lacking in terms of flavor. And it's more buttery. The custard is kind of plain. Mostly I taste the buttery outside rather than the custard in the middle. It's not bad by any means. It's good. If you're looking for some sweet snack to eat, it's good. But there's nothing particularly interesting about it or special about it outside of the shape. So, cool snack. I'm glad they included this. I hope that to get more things like this in the future, but this one specifically is just, it's all right. And then next time you see me, I will be drinking the energy drink because I have to wake up very early tomorrow morning, so I'll make a video in the morning when I drink it and see how effective it is. All right, it's now officially 11:02 a.m. I actually woke up at 6, but forgot I had this. So now it's 11, and I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep. So I'm gonna drink this, and then I'm gonna pop the ramen in, or pop the hot water in the ramen, and then we'll see if this worked, if it gave me any energy. But first, let's see how it tastes. This is horrible. This might be the worst energy drink I've ever tasted. You know what it really tastes like, which is surprising. Maybe this might be good for some people. It tastes like NyQuil. It tastes like cough syrup. It's very strange. It hits you first with like kind of like a Red Bull like sweet tarty flavor for a second, and then it goes straight into cough syrup territory, and it's like coating my mouth. It's doing like the menthol thing. It's like I'm sucking on a peppermint. It's odd, but I don't like it. So Mega Pachi, I'm sorry. But if the energy part works, then I'll give you a break. But for taste, it's bad, unless you really like the taste of NyQuil, which some people do. All right, now we got Mr. Tanuki's spicy Tonkatsu ramen flavor. Hopefully not too spicy for me. I'm kind of a wimp. We'll follow the instructions here, and I'll show you what it looks like when I take it out of the microwave in a few minutes. Or no, we'll show you what it looks like after I boil the water and pour it in here. Okay, we're gonna do it the way it says. We're not gonna cheat. All right, it's been approximately 4 minutes. So here's the Tonkatsu, Mr. Tanuki's ramen. I stirred it up a little bit already. It smells delicious. I'm just worried about how spicy it's gonna be, so let's give it a shot. All right, here we go. Here we go. Still steaming, but I'm gonna do a little broth test. First, let me say on the energy drink, I actually do feel a bit better right now. Not exactly energetic, but I do feel the effects a little bit, which is nice because a lot of energy drinks I don't. So, Mega Pachi Energy succeeds in the energy part, does not succeed in the taste part. I would never get it again just solely on that, but it does work. It just tastes like cough syrup. Now on the ramen front though, this thing is spicy. They're not lying. It reminds me of, if anybody's watching this and eats ramen that's typically available in the US at grocery stores, Shin Ramune, it reminds me of that level of spice, which is pretty spicy. For me, it's like on the borderline. It's just spicy enough to where I can tolerate it, I can hack it, but it's on the border of almost being too spicy, but it's in a nice spot, really. It's opening up my pores, you know. I'm starting to get a little bit of a runny nose, but I'm pushing through because it tastes delicious. The pork flavor is really good, even though it's vegetarian. It's Tonkatsu, so it does have a pork flavor, but it is vegetarian according to the packet. It's delicious. This is one of the best ramens I think I've ever had, in terms of instant ramen, I should say, not like at a restaurant. So I would definitely consider buying more of these. I'm assuming you can just ship them. I don't know where you buy them from, but this Mr. Tanuki's spicy Tonkatsu ramen is excellent, and I'm glad that they added these kind of things to the TokyoTreat boxes because this is a nice treat. Which leads me to my final remarks on this box. In terms of the refresh of the brand and like redoing the boxes, it's kind of a half-assed attempt, to be honest. I appreciate the ramen, and I appreciated the, what are they, Taiyaki, the fish sponge cake things. Those were great. I like those inclusions, but I think the fact that there's a lot of other repeats in here, in terms of the snacks, really brings the whole thing down. I would assume that since they were hyping this up as some big refresh, that they would not reuse some of the things they've used. And I don't know, I've gotten 8 or 9 boxes. I can't remember exactly, 8 or 9 boxes. And some of those things have showed up 3 or 4 times. So that's kind of a disappointment. But I do appreciate that they're branching out, and I'm hoping that maybe next month or the next couple months will be different. We'll see how the ratio goes of snacks to like these new things. Unfortunately, the energy drink was kind of a bust. I usually like the energy, or I mean, the drinks they give, but you know, you can't blame them on that front. It is something different at least. So yeah. As of now, I'm like I said, I'm on a 6-month subscription, so I'll keep going until it runs out. But I'm still on the probably don't renew path unless they start changing it up even more drastically. And also get the DHL shipping back, please. Anyways, see you next month.